All right, testing, testing. Are we live? Testing, testing. Check, check, check. Hello, if you can hear me on Facebook and on YouTube. Hello. Hello, and great to see you. All right, here we are. Here we are. Welcome. And thank you so much. Thank you so much for being with me today. My name is Otis Landerholm. And yes, I am the founding attorney here at Landerholm Immigration A.P.C., where we fight for your American dream. And I'm really happy. I'm happy to be here. It is January 29th of 2021. And, you know, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. How are you? You know, so I do want to say we've got good news and we've got bad news. We've got good news, we've got bad news. Which do you want first, right? And the good news is we've got a new year, we've got a new president, we've got a new vaccine that's being dispersed, and yes, yay, we've got new immigration policies and new proposals for new laws. Lots of good things are coming. And a lot of hopeful things are finally out there on the horizon. Good news. Really awesome. Love it. Okay, so what's the bad news? Well, the bad news, as you're very aware if you're watching me right now, is that there are still thousands, there are still millions of United States citizens who, in my opinion, do not get it. Who believe that immigrants are bad and who believe that immigrants are taking from society instead of contributing to it. And who view immigrants as disempowered, as victims, people who can't be trusted. And some of these people are still in political power. That's the bad news, right? There's good, there's bad. And so, yes, there are proposals. There are, cool ideas being kicked around about things that we can change. There are things that the president can change, and then there are things that require Congress. But here's the thing, to make real, lasting, permanent, legal change, it's like not a chance if we're not able to negotiate something with that other side. All right? Not a chance unless we can figure out a way to open the minds and hearts of other people that are in our society. And so I need your help. If you're watching this video, thank you for being here. I need your help. We need to work together. We need to teach and inspire and explain and show and educate so that people from other political perspectives can see and feel and understand how important immigration is for our world and for our society and for our country. And so, yeah, that's right. That's right. I need your help. I need your help to do that. Okay, so enough about that, right? Enough about that. What I want to say today, I want to show you what that bill is. I want to show you what at least the current administration, the Biden administration, which, yes, yay, all right, I am a happy guy that we've got a new president in the White House. But it's so I want to show you what that bill is, but I also want to explain and show what a long road it is ahead of us in order to maybe, hopefully, get some piece of it passed. Because it's not going to be easy, and we're all going to need to work together to continue to really push our representatives in Washington, D.C. to vote on this thing and to pass something that will really change people's lives for the better. All right, I'm going to use the magic of technology and reduce my talking head here. And I'm going to move over. I think this will work. And I'm going to say, begin the slideshow from the current slide. This is going to be amazing. And can everybody see me still? I think you can still see me. I hope you can. How can I make sure of that? Let me put this over here. Yes. All right. Okay, I'm a little bit too big. Bear with me. All right, technology is amazing. All right. So what I want to talk about today, hopefully you can see my screen. The screen says Biden immigration reform proposal. Got it? All right. So we're going to go through this. And this was a proposal. It was actually submitted for Congress on Biden's first day in office. All right. These are not the executive actions that he has taken. I'm not talking about that today. My purpose for today is to talk about Biden's immigration proposal. What does it say? And what would be the steps to get the thing passed? All right. So the first thing that he proposed is that this proposal would give legal status and a path to citizenship of everyone, undocumented or not, who is in the United States before January 1st of this year, January 1st, 2021 or earlier. All right? It would give legal status like a green card to everyone that has DACA and TPS. They would be eligible for green cards. And it says they'll be eligible to apply for citizenship in 3 years. That's awesome. All right? And for everyone, all those 11 million human beings who are here in the United States with zero status, it would finally give those people a pathway, a long pathway for sure, but a pathway to getting permanent residency and then eventually U.S. citizenship. 8 years of a path to do that. All right? That's the first thing that was in this bill. That alone is huge. All right? Huge. It would be a game changer for the United States. All right? I really hope that passes. The second thing that's in this proposal is it would eliminate the unlawful presence bars. It would eliminate the 3-year bar and the 10-year bar. You might be aware, right? Many clients come in and meet with me. Hey, I want to go back to see my mom. I want to go back and see my dad. I want to go back and see my brother or sister. And my advice is, hey, be cautious, be careful. Because if you leave, now that you've had unlawful presence in the U.S., if you leave, you'll trigger a bar. You'll trigger inadmissibility. You'll be inadmissible for 10 years. All right? That's kind of horrible. It keeps people stuck. All right? This proposal would eliminate the 3 and the 10-year unlawful presence bars. The next thing, the proposal will clear family visa backlogs. Family-based visa backlogs. There are some cases that have been waiting since the 1990s. All right? If you have one of those cases, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And you've been waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting for your opportunity of applying for a green card here in the U.S. Maybe your brother or your sister petitioned for you 20 years ago, and you're still waiting. All right? This proposal will finally clear those family-based visa backlogs and get the family-based visa process back on track. Biden's immigration proposal would prevent future presidents. Yes, Donald Trump, it'll prevent you in the future from banning immigrants or immigration based on religion. How about that? Not only has Biden undone the travel ban against Muslim majority countries, but if this bill passes as written, it would make it illegal for a future president to put in a religious-based ban on immigration ever again. Cool? I think it's pretty cool. All right. The next thing, Biden's immigration proposal would, they're talking about border security here, would increase technology at land crossings, airports, and seaports for increasing border security. They're not talking about opening borders. They're talking about, and they're also not talking about building walls with no reason. They're talking about using better technology to increase border security. All right? Sorry, I can see that my head here has blocked some of this. Well, anyway. Here, I need to move down so you can really see me. Okay, got it. Here, let me move this up a little bit. Yeah, there we go. All right. The next thing, this proposal seeks to crack down on criminal organizations, gangs, drug smuggling organizations that are passing narcotics, up through Central America and Mexico and into the United States. Let's put an end to all of the crazy violence. I mean, good luck with that too, but that's it's in the proposal, right? This proposal will help immigration courts become more streamlined, and it also mentions giving immigration judges more discretion over their calendars and over their cases and decisions. That's a good thing. Their backlogs in immigration courts right now are insane. All right? I love this one. If you've got a U visa or if you've applied for a U visa, pay attention. All right? This proposal would increase U visas. All right? U visas to allow, U visas have a cap. Right now, only 10,000 are allowed to be adjudicated every year. And the problem is that every year, 30,000 people are applying for U visas. And so this will increase the quantity of U visas that people can request to 30,000 per year, which essentially would way reduce the backlogs on U visas. Yay! For people that practice U visas, yay! That would be amazing. And finally, and there's more, but this is the last one that I'm going to share today, all right? Biden's immigration proposal would eliminate the 1-year filing deadline for asylum. I practice asylum law, and I hate the 1-year filing deadline. It is bad law. There are countries around the world who have asylum laws that do not have a 1-year filing deadline. All right? It is arbitrary. It makes no sense. It's only in the United States. All right? Let's get rid of it. I would love to get rid of it. Okay? And, if you're afraid for your life from persecution, who cares when you file? All right? You should be allowed to present your case. And this proposal allows for a reduction in asylum backlogs. The asylum system is totally bogged down with cases pending for years. All right? Let's reduce those backlogs. Let's get people the status that they need. And I can see that you can hardly see that on the screen also. That's it. That's all I'm going to say about the contents of this proposal. Next, I want to talk about what really would have to happen to get this passed. All right? There's basically 7 steps, I think. So this is like the way the Constitution was set up, the way Washington, D.C. works in all of its dysfunctional beauty. All right? First, you have to have a bill that's actually formally drafted. Everything that's been created so far is just proposals. It's not the bill. It's not like, right now they're going to start, they are starting the process of drafting the whole bill, right? But it's going to take time. Just that process is going to take time, months, all right? Step 1 is that bill has to get drafted and put into a written form. It's going to be hundreds and hundreds of pages, all right? Step 2, that bill, once it's drafted, once it's created, once it's like a Word document or a PDF that people can read, it's got to be introduced. And this can happen either in the House of Representatives or in the Senate. Step 3 is that bill, once it's introduced, it's going to be sent to committee. All right? And yeah, there's committees, there's subcommittees, there's lots, they're going to create a committee to go into depth about each of the little things regarding the bill, and they're going to have hearings about it and all this stuff. All right? Then they're going to do a markup of the bill to see, hey, what do we like about it? What do we propose change about it? Then they're eventually going to give the chamber, if it gets through committee, which many bills die by this point. It never even makes it through committee, all right? Step 5, if it makes it through committee, it's voted on by the full chamber, all right? So if it's in the Senate, it's voted on by the full Senate. If it's in the House, it's voted on by the full House. There's step 4 takes a long time, all right? And there's a lot of back and forth. There's subcommittees. There's a lot of negotiations involved before it ever gets to the floor, all right? Step 6 is if it passes, say, the Senate, all right, then it goes to the House, or vice versa. If it starts in the House and it passes in the House, then it goes to the Senate. All right, so step 6 is the referral of the bill to the other chamber, whether that's to the House or to the Senate. And finally, if it passes both houses, both the Senate and the House of Representatives, only then does it get presented to the president, and the president can either veto it or sign the thing. If it signs, then it's a new law. All right? So why do I want to share all of that and go over that whole process? We learn about it in law school. Heck, some of us learn about it in 8th grade, right? So these are like the steps that are gone through to get a law passed. It is not easy, people. It's not easy, all right? And the Senate is tight. The Senate is tight. The Senate is like 50-50. All right, there's 100 senators total. We got 50 Republicans, 50 Democrats. It's like it's exactly deadlocked. All right. Luckily, the Vice President, Kamala Harris, gets to be the deciding vote because when there's a deadlock, the Vice President gets a vote according to the Constitution. Very good, smart founding fathers, right? So, but. The best way to get this bill passed, the way to pass this bill the right way, all right, we would need every single Democrat to agree in the Senate, and we would need 10 Republicans in the Senate to agree to pass this thing with a 60-vote majority, more than just a simple majority. If we could do that, it would prevent the quote-unquote filibuster, which can stop the bill in its tracks. All right? What's the point? The point is this is a long road. It is a long road. There's nothing certain about it. Okay? It's like we got to climb a mountain. And we got to do it. And it's what it's going to take. It's going to take a mountain. So in the meantime, I want to explain that, look, here, let me stop sharing my screen. I wanted to do that a minute ago. How do I do this? Here, I'm just gonna make my face bigger. All right, can you see me? All right, this is like magic. All right, thank you for being with me. It's a mountain that we've got to overcome. All right. It's going to be a long, long road for any immigration reform to be able to pass. But in the meantime, changes will be happening. Biden, our new president, can take executive actions. He's already done that. We've already seen it. In his first day in office, he ended the Muslim travel ban. All right? He's already pledged to put DACA back in place and actually increase DACA to its fullest potential, whatever that means. We're figuring all that out. He's going to be reviewing TPS. He's going to be putting back in place the Obama-era prosecutorial discretion memos in immigration court. All of this is good stuff. All right? So Biden can still make some changes, but it's not like the permanent changes to the law that could happen if the Senate and the House take on that issue. So in the meantime, I mean, there's a lot that's going to happen, all right? And we can't just sit back and wait for Congress to do something. You and I need to move forward with our lives. And so, there's a lot of people that are calling my office right now, and it's like, hey, do I wait or do I move forward? Do I wait or do I move forward? Well, what a question, And unfortunately, sometimes the advice on how to answer that question depends on your particular situation. For the majority of people, if you have an immigration option right now, I do still recommend going for it. All right? Like, I recommend going for it. Don't wait. If you've got an option right now, heck, let's file the case. If you're eligible for a green card now, file your case for a green card now. Don't miss the opportunity. All right? I recommend going for it if you have an option. If you really don't have an option, you've already consulted with an immigration lawyer. They say, you know something, I wish I could help you. My best advice is not to do anything at this time. If that's your situation, I also don't recommend doing nothing. I do recommend, hey, now's the time. Request all of your immigration records. Get your things in order. All right? Get your things in order so that when a new opportunity presents itself, if this particular proposal or some other version of it ends up passing, at least have your records in order. At least know what your options are. At least know that you've got everything that you would need. All right? And so that's it. If you're in that situation, please feel free to give our office a call. All right? We help people request their immigration records all the time. We can do something. We call it our preparation services. All right? We can request your records. We can help you to get your documents in order so that if there is some reform in the future, you'll be first in line. You can be ready to take advantage of that if it ends up benefiting you. Okay? So if you want to take advantage of that, let me reduce my talking head again here. All right. Okay. If you want to take advantage of that, all right, please text the word reform. You've got a smartphone. You're watching me. Thank you for watching me. Pull out your phone. There's zero obligation to do this. All right. Text the word reform to this number, 510-726-8653, and just see what happens. You'll get text back. You'll be in touch with my office. If you want our preparation services, we can book a consultation. We are offering discounted prices on our consultation right now. Give us a call. Why not? No problem. All right? If that's not for you, heck, no problem either. What we need to do now, all right? Here, I'll keep that up. I'll keep the screen up. What we need to do now, fundamentally, is to work together and to show and to maintain and to continue to contact people that are our representatives. I don't care if you don't have documents. You have a representative in Congress. I don't care if you're from a state that's not super immigrant friendly. All right? You still have a representative in the United States Congress if you are physically present in the United States. And you can call that person's office and you can urge them to take action to pass immigration reform. You can do that. And that is what this is going to take. It's going to be a national effort to get our congressional leaders to agree to pass something for the better of our country, all right, and for the future. So thank you so much for being with me. That's really all I got. Thank you so much for being with me here today. Again, if you want to take advantage of consultations with our office, please text the word reform to this number, 510-726-8653. We can also send you a complete copy of my slides here today. And that's all I got, folks. Thanks so much. Again, I'm Otis Landerholm, Landerholm Immigration A.P.C., where we fight for your American dream, and hope you're doing well. All right.